inspired by the north, very far north, the Arctic. And our inspiration comes from the northern lights as well as the shape of an iceberg. The name of the piece is called STELA. Super Terrestrial Electric Light Aurora.
It's quite a light structure, it's like a raft structure, always thinking about keeping weight to a minimum, so that kind of helped inform us of the shape and the construction. Instead of having large flat surfaces, we can trace the outline and the silhouette of the piece.
The iceberg is constantly changing, it's melting, it's changing its form as it floats. And for us, that's why it was very important to have it on the water. So you have that sense of something maybe that's big, but it's actually very fragile, and it's not exactly what it appears.
We started with a relatively limited palette of colours. We wanted to keep it to the kind of spectrum of light that you might encounter in the northern and the southern lights. Kind of an imagination of what it might be to experience seeing the polar ice caps and icebergs, but also the Aurora Borealis. I don't think many of us will actually get to experience it firsthand, so perhaps the idea about this kind of event is to have more of a literal connection to what we have, what we might lose from polar regions.
The northern lights, they have a sense of awe, but in a lot of cultures that sense of awe can also be read as a warning sign of something that we don't know, telling us of maybe danger, but telling us of something beautiful. And we really like that contrast.
This is the maiden launch of STELA. We haven't lost it into the pond. It means that now we know we can take it to Southbank Centre for the winter.
It's modular, so we will change its shape in different sites that it's going to be. The shape is shards, like an abstract iceberg that keeps changing, and the piece changes in its shape wherever location it is. We wanted the piece to reflect somewhere very far away from where we are now, but how we may have a connection to these very distant places.